Hello everyone, who did you here, and welcome back to another video of King of Fighters 14. Previously, the video which I did was regarding 7 teaser trailer, which featured 3 characters. I believe you already know about that. This time, what I recently saw is something shocking and funny, which I'm going to share with you guys. It is that the entire roster got leaked of this game. We are waiting for the another trailer, which is I believe the 8th teaser. But the shocking thing is that in between we got a leaked roster image of King of Fighters 14. They're showing the entire 50 characters. I'm not 100% sure whether this is a real or fake, because nowadays softwares have evolved so much that, for example, Adobe Photoshop is the best editor which produces image which does look very real even though they are edited. So I believe that anything could have happened right now, and this sounds very familiar from back when Street Fighter 5 was data mined, and the fans, they looked into every file, they found out all the character names that are going to be in the game. Even the season pass was leaked, the characters which were featured in the silhouettes. So I suppose I'm not saying that same thing happened like the data mine, because this game is not gonna be out for PC, it's only PlayStation 4. So something else could have happened, and even it was stated that this roster seems to be accurate, like all the 50 fighters are there. So I still have many doubts which I'm going to share with you guys once I show you the image of the roster, and afterwards I'm gonna be naming each characters one by one, starting from the top right corner, the top left corner, and ending on the bosses. So here's the roster. You can see on the screen, like, it does seems to be edited, because the background is the character select, or I suppose the order select from King of Fighters 13. So, and the highlighted red boxes, they say that these are the new characters that will be featured in this game. And another thing which I were to say is that they stated that in this game 3 previous arcs will be featured: the Nest arc, the Orochi arc, and the Ash saga. But unfortunately, the main characters from that series are not here. For example, Ash's team is not here, which is composed of Dolon and Shen. They are not here. Even the Nest bosses are not here, and the Heavenly Kings of the Orochi saga are not here. And from the Nest arc, we saw in a trailer Angel, so we thought that the Nest arc will be back. The Nest bosses, they are going to be back in this game, but she's just put with a random team of characters which are belonging to some other authorities or some other fighting fields. Just like how Jun was put in a team of random fighters from different areas in King of Fighters 2002 Unlimited match. Alright then, first of all, let's start the naming, and afterwards the doubts or some problems with the roster. Coming on to the first team, which is the Japan team. You can see the familiar faces: Keo Kusanagi, Binemaru, and Diamond. Okay, he's gonna be like that if sometime he's shown in the trailer. The next team is Art of Fighting team. Okay, Robert is how we saw in the trailer. Yuri, she, and Ryo, they both will be somehow looking like this, although they haven't shown yet in a trailer. Terry is shown. The next team is Fatal Fury. Terry and Andy are shown, and Joe is also confirmed for this team. He is gonna be the third team, and which completes the Fatal Fury team. The next team is the South American team. Well, I don't know what these are. Seems to be new character because it's highlighted in a red box. This whole 3 team is highlighted, and the name is South American, which is, I believe, composed of a ninja, a cyborg boxer, and a slightly tanned girl with a token. Whatever, we will see what's going on right now. And the next team is Official Invitation, which is also highlighted in a red box. So this means these 3 are also new to the series. And This consists of a Chinese girl with a Sichuan opera mask, an idol singer girl, and a hooded man related to an antagonist in the King of Fighters 13 ending. So this means he might have ended, but I haven't seen him in the game, so I will figure out the ending. Maybe he might be related to Psyche, so maybe Ash gonna be related somehow to this character. Coming on to the next one is the Another World team, and these three are all female characters and all are highlighted in this box, the red box. And the first one, the character on the very left, I have already figured out. This is Nakaruru, which is featured as striker in King of Fighters 2000. She's a playable character in CVS2, Capcom vs SNK2, and she uses a bird or whatever that bird is in combat. So in other words, she is just a classic, some sort of classic character back to this game. The next two characters are Love Heart. I don't know. The middle one, you see the middle girl is Love Mui Mui. I don't know from which game she is, but I found her on the wiki. Her name was not mentioned there, but her game is mentioned. So she is the main protagonist of that game, that SNK game. So obviously the character on the very right is Love Heart, a new character I suppose. Going to the next line is the K Dash team. Obviously the same team as was featured in King Fighters 13, K Dash, Kula Diamond and Maxima. The next one is the Ikari team, and all of these three have been shown in the trailers, the recent and the previous trailers. Leona was the first one to be shown. The next one was Ralph Jones, and the next one is Clark Steele. The 6th teaser trailer. Next one is the Ryagami team. Alright, these two characters are back with Yori once again, like how they were featured in 13, Mature and Whis. And next team is the team in which Angel is included, and this dinosaur is King of Dinosaurs, which I mentioned in my previous video, that either this is a new character which has replaced Griffin, or I suppose this is Griffin with a reptile mask, dinosaur mask, because he performs very similarly to Tizak. And the other character which has a patch on his right eye is Ramon, the agent team member. Unfortunately his pals are not here. The next team is Kim's team. Kim is here. Okay, we haven't seen him in a trailer, but he is confirmed, and the other two characters are highlighted in the red box, so they are new. And the characters are, one is, this middle one is Kim's master and the other one is his wife. So I suppose these two couple are included, and they're gonna be, I believe, featured in this game. They're gonna have a special interaction dialogue with Kim. Somehow the wind pose, in the wind pose we will see what they're saying to their student. Next one is Southtown team. Okay, Geese is finally back. Geese, however, I already knew that he is gonna be back in this game. Billy was already shown, and this next one, the character on very right, is a new character. Name is Butler, Butler, but I don't know what's the gender of this character. It seems to be ambiguous because there is no clear feature. Like it does seems to be a waiter or waitress character, or somehow from, I don't know, whatever. The last line, coming on to the last line, Psycho Soldier team. Okay, Athena and Kansu, they are gonna be in this team with Chin. I thought he's gonna be with Tung Fu, but the Psycho Soldier team is formed, so Bao's not here. Next team is Women Fighters, and it is composed of King, we saw it in the trailer, Mai, okay, she's back, a classic character, and this third character, which is highlighted in a red box. She is, what is this? Alice Nakata. I have never seen her before, but still being highlighted in a red box, she's a new fighter. Coming on to these villains, one is Chang, one is Chui. Okay, I thought they're both gonna be with Kim, but they are in a separate team and with a separate character, a third character, which seems to be an old man with blue beard, long beard. I don't know whether he's wearing a mask or whatever this character is. The villain team includes Chang Koyan, Chui Bong, and this new character, new leader character wearing a windbreaker mask. Okay, he's wearing a and top of his orange prisoner clothing, so he's also a prisoner with Chang, I suppose. Some connection seems to be here. The last one, the China team, Tung Fu is here, and these two characters, the one on the left and the one on the right, are highlighted in a red box. And Tung Fu's team is the China team. If we go to the China team, Tung Fu, our main hero team, Tung Fu Ru, youth who was grown by tongue and possesses the devil's power. What is this devil power? We're gonna know. We will know when the game is fully released. And a child with a pillow. Okay, there seems to be a confusion that which one is the child with a pillow and which one is the youth. I suppose the left one is the youth and the child with the pillow is the right one. And this guy seems to be very similar to Rock, I suppose, but his exact outfit is not shown. It's not clear. So I suppose if he's truly considered in this roster, we will see. Coming on to this boss characters, which I just skipped while naming the others. The final boss. Okay, first of all, let's come to this mid boss character. He seems to be old. He is having a cigar in his mouth. He has white beard on his face, and he has a half-naked body, just like how we see Grosser and Geese. I suppose this is either Grant, the mid boss, and Goro, the mark of the wolves. It makes perfect sense because Grant, we have never seen Grant's true face yet. So I suppose this is him. Or it may be a possibility that this guy is somehow related to Duke, the guy who's the current king of Southtown, who was featured in Maximum Impact series. His alternate costume and this character does match quite a lot. So I suppose there's some connection between them. Whatever, we'll see. And the final boss character is what mentioned he is a non-human being with the ability to move through space and time and dimensions and pull out fighters from wherever he wants. Now this dimension powers, I suppose it's quite similar to Magaki, because he is also a non-boss character featured in this series. And one unexpected thing which I noticed, funny thing is that this guy also looks very similar to Boros from One Punch Man series, because Boros is also a non-human boss character which uses the ability of regeneration and the explosions, whatever he does. So this is the entire roster which we are seeing, and I have counted them. They are total number 50, like it's also mentioned here, 50. Or then coming on to the doubts which I mentioned before that I will be pointing out. The first doubt which I just saw is the problem with this character in the woman fighter, the one which is on the very right. Her animation photo doesn't match with the others. All others are very identical to each other, but still this character has a different animation. So this gives a one proof that this roster seems to be fake. And the other one is in the China, the very left character, the youth guy, the youth character. His animations are also very different from the others. So these two are exception in this roster, that they are featured in different animation. So I suppose it might be not I'm not 100% sure whether this is the exact roster or not. Maybe we'll see some future in the future. Now coming one more thing which I want to mention is that it was featured officially in an image that 3 arcs gonna be mentioned in this game. I mentioned that before, so we don't have the characters from those arcs. So I think that there seems to be something ambiguous or something not perfect here. And I'm going to show you the list, the entire list which I just read right now. You can see on the image, you can see on the screen the rumored roster for King of Fighters 14. I'm showing right now. This is the entire roster which they have given us. You can, because I'm showing, if you don't believe me that whether I'm lying to you guys or something like that, you can go and check out on this website Shack News. Although this thing is also featured on other websites also, but I am featuring this website so that you can go on this website and figure out yourself that what's going on right now. So this is www.shacknews article 93729. This link is also mentioned below in the comment. I have also mentioned this link below, so you can go and refer it out yourself and compare the characters whatever you like. So this is the entire roster which you can see now. I suppose that something might turn out in the future, because maybe SNK might take some action against the people who might have done this thing, because Capcom did anything even though they already knew that data mine was going on, but still they revealed the roster and characters were true which were found in the beta data. Well, that's all what I want to say. And if you want to ask something, you have any query about this roster, you can ask me in the comments below. If you think that you want to say something else, you're most welcome. And my name is Woody Dudes. See you soon.